Hi, everyone. Welcome to day 4 of our online Nourish Every Mind programming. We're so thankful you can join us. My name is Janelle Tamaela, and I'm proud to be a parent in the Issaquah School District and a board trustee for the Issaquah Schools Foundation. Like the previous days this week, you will have the opportunity to hear a student in our district talk about how an Issaquah Schools Foundation funded program has shaped their education journey. Before I introduce our guest today, I want to take a moment to tell you why we asked you to join us. You are critical to the success of the foundation, and our students need your help and support. Without your support, programs are at risk for not having funding when our students return to school this fall. We want to help meet the current and emerging needs that have come about due to the COVID-19 pandemic, along with those programs that the foundation has a long-standing tradition of supporting for our students. So thank you for joining us. You'll be pleased with what we have to share. We talked about two of the pillars upon which our foundation was built: building academic foundations and exploring limitless opportunities. Well, today we will talk about the third pillar, launching successfully into the future. Well, what does that mean exactly? We believe that in order to help our 21,000 students reach the promise of their potential, we need to provide resources, create opportunities, and help them develop the skills that will guide them on their personal path to success. With your help, we can continue to provide exceptional educational experiences for our students to be confident, competent, and future ready. We do this by focusing on post-secondary readiness through programs like our Great Careers Conference, which allows students each year to hear from industry professionals who introduce students to post-secondary education options outside the typical four-year career paths, including certificated, apprenticeship, or two-year degree programs. We also provide testing scholarships for students in need who wish to take advanced placement, international baccalaureate, or world language tests that can earn them college credits. And by offering our impact scholarships to high school juniors or seniors as they make plans to continue their post-secondary education journey. Today, I'm honored to have Sylvia Correa Centeno join us from Liberty High School. Sylvia is one of our Impact Scholarship recipients this year. She is here to share her story with you about how she built resilience through her experience with the Liberty Choir, a program supported by the Issaquah Schools Foundation Fine Arts Fund. Welcome, Sylvia.
Hi, thank you for that lovely introduction. I'm so excited to be here. So my name is Sylvia Correa Centeno, and I'm thankful that we're all here, a part of this community. Although COVID-19 restricts us from our physical connection, it can't ruin that emotional bond. I'll be speaking about that sense of community and how I found it in Liberty High School's choir program. While our physical rehearsals are canceled, our choir director, Mrs. Wood, being one of the most ambitious people I have ever encountered, is not letting that stop the community from engaging. Her message to us was, be safe and well, enjoy the sunshine, and make time to keep singing in your life. I remember the day before school was closed. I told her I won this scholarship, and she hugged me harder than ever as I cried on her shoulders. You never forget moments like those. Choir has always meant a lot to me, because over my 3 years of being a member, I've grown into this confident and ambitious student, although I used to have low hopes for my future. Lower income students statistically fall behind the national average when it comes to educational achievement. And as a low income Hispanic, I felt ashamed of my identity because I wasn't like most of my peers in this district. Often, I was discouraged to even try and felt as though my identity was holding me back. My parents both immigrated from Honduras, escaping a cycle of poverty from their family. Neither managed to graduate high school. Instead, both had to work to support their families. Born into a low-income family with a pressure to succeed, the question came to me: why is it more difficult for someone like me to succeed in their educational career? In the middle of my sophomore year, I would lose a friend to suicide, learn my mom had cancer, and learn we were falling behind on rent payments as a result of treatment costs. I was so overwhelmed and lost any sense of purpose and motivation during this dark time. I witnessed my grades and ambition slipped. I really was becoming that low-income Hispanic girl, staying true to a predetermined statistic. However, what I learned from this time period is that negativity is no match against a positive community, mine being choir. When I had stressors at home and I felt isolated in my general community, I always seem to fall back into the safety net that's called choir. The opportunities made possible by the Issaquah Schools Foundation gave me a positively enriching experience that wasn't limited by a price tag I couldn't afford or exclusion because of my differences. Harmonies being shared with vast communities with the help of the foundation gave a new enlightened sound in my life during its darkest, most deafening time. Singing in the choir room took off a giant weight on my shoulders from the stressors at home. We were making something meaningful. Choir was never about my identity or adversities, but that sense of community that was so emphasized. And the best part was, we extended that inclusivity to not just choir members, but to the audience as well. I felt my confidence and my sense of safety grow. And I was not just some predetermined statistic. I'm a student who can be in any community, regardless of what I'm labeled as. Because although my identity is a part of me, it doesn't define me. With growing confidence and knowing I had a supportive group behind me, I started to define myself even further and pulled myself out of dark times and etched in a new, positive chapter. One can examine the surface level impacts of what funding does to programs. In choir, it helps us with the expenses for opportunities. However, this funding helps each student, evidently impacting them ineffably. I grew academically and musically, of course, but most of all, I took away the realization that my identity is not something I should feel limited by. Instead, it's something to embrace, knowing such a developed community would always support me in my educational path. Thanks to the Issaquah Schools Foundation, the choir program offers opportunities that emphasize each individual member's identity plays a part in making up the whole community. It's an identity worth something, and that became the stepping stone in me conquering the rest of my educational path. Thank you for listening. Back to you, Janelle.
Hi, Sylvia. Thank you so much for sharing your personal story with us. You're an inspiration to all of us, and I want to congratulate you on winning the Impact Scholarship this year. I know you have the resilience to pursue your future endeavors, so thank you again. That's a really amazing story. Thank you. For all of you tuning in today, I want to emphasize the importance of creating possibilities and investing in our students' future by supporting the Issaquah Schools Foundation. You allow us to provide more resources to create opportunities that guide our students' path to success. Please act now and donate today. You can make a difference by making your gift today, and your support will help your child and other students like Sylvia in our district. There are a few ways to donate. You can stay where you are on either our Facebook page or event page and click donate. You can visit our website at www.isfdn.org. You can also text Nourish 2020, and that's all one word, to 91999. And you can always mail in your gift or give us a call. We truly welcome your feedback. So if you have any comments or questions, please email or call us. Tomorrow, please join us again at noon on our final day of Nourish Every Mind programming. You will hear from Robin Wood, a parent and an educator in our district. You will also hear from our superintendent, Ron Thiele. Again, thank you for joining us, and thank you for supporting the Issaquah Schools Foundation. See you all tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.